Lucha Underground. How did you get recruited into that federation, which I guess is more of a TV show than a wrestling company? So it sounds like it may have been more up your alley.
Yeah, well, it gave me two things I love. I was able to do both things freely, and also, creatively, everything works better when it comes to entertainment. If you're doing things as a team creatively, it's just going to be better. Whether it's wrestling or film or TV, it doesn't matter. Things are just going to come together better. When you start to have friction and things get sloppy and messy, it shows. Lucha, I was called by Krista Joseph, who was a very big fan of mine when I was in WWE. So De Joseph kind of pitched me Lucha, and then it was within, like, he did the soft pitch on the phone. I was like, well, that sounds amazing. And then when he said Robert Rodriguez, I'm like, even more amazing, because I was a massive fan of Robert as a director. He's an incredible director. And then Conan also, was speaking to me about it. And I said, absolutely. I get to move to Los Angeles. You guys are moving me to LA. And during that period of time, I was able to build my representation in Los Angeles with managers and agents. And I was also able to do film and TV outside of Lucha. I wasn't exclusive the way you are in WWE. So it couldn't have been better, really. And it's just that it was a better product. I mean, it just was. The stories are better. The wrestling was amazing. The feel was amazing. There's nothing quite like it. In front of the live audience at Lucha was completely different. And backstage was way more chill. Everyone was super supportive and great. It was just a better way of working, for sure.
What were the main differences backstage between Lucha Underground and WWE?
Everything. There is no going around, and you're not walking on eggshells. You're constantly walking on eggshells in WWE, and we didn't run the locker rooms like that or backstage with Lucha. You're comfortable, you're chill. You don't have to worry about shaking everybody's hand. You don't have to worry about looking at somebody wrong. You don't have to worry about missing a hello. It's just being chill and good and support each other and have good matches and do good work, and definitely definitely build good characters and have great backstage segments, which we did. um, is completely different. It was ran differently. It was ran more like a TV show, and it shows because you could tell by watching it and just by working with the people that it was just a better workplace, a better work environment, which I know numerous people have said over the years.
And of course, you worked very well with Mil Mortes there. Was that something you had a say in before of who you wanted to manage as they were recruiting you, or did you just show up and be given the script and you're managing him?
Yeah, they introduced me to him. Me and Mill didn't know each other, but we clicked, very much like me and Bateman clicked in my WWE days. And we worked very well together, and we understood each other. And that was it. They saw the chemistry, and the writers and, Robert and the heads of Lucha loved it. And I came up with the lick of death. I just pitched it to them, and it turned into a massive thing, and they loved that. And they gave me a lot of freedom and suggestions, and they even offered me a writing position at one point in time. They were so happy with my ideas, which was very flattering. And it just showed me that I was on the right path, and everything Dusty saw in me in the first place was there. Um, and WWE just didn't appreciate it, and Lucha did.
As far as the scriptedness of Lucha Underground, Were the matches very scripted too, or was it mostly just the actual dialogue?
Even I mean, no, everybody was so good and at such a high level. Like they weren't that strict about the matches being perfectly scripted. I mean, they were intense. Like we had intense matches, and when you're at that kind of level, you can maneuver and do things and not get in trouble for it. Like it was great because that's what made the matches so good. I mean, I would be out there when I was managing, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like I would see things I didn't even. I'm seeing everything for the first time, just like the audience. I had no idea what was going to happen, and that's my job is to pay attention and to see things and take advantage of moments. And when you are at that level and you're working with other people at that level, you're able to do that.
Did you end up taking the offer to help work behind the scenes for the company?
I was a little intimidated, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to take away my concentration on myself and my character, and then what I was doing outside of Lucha Underground. Um, so I told them I would let's just continue to talk. I'll continue to give you ideas, and we did. Like it wasn't a big deal to me just to share my thoughts and ideas without getting that extra paycheck. I actually enjoyed it. So, and then a lot of the wrestlers started coming to me and asking me for thoughts and ideas, which I was flattered and appreciated, and I was more than happy to help them through that. A lot of people in WWE, they don't do that, you know. So it was nice to have that kind of respect with each other there.
I understand Vampiro was one of the people working in the office there. How was he to work with?
Vampiro's crazy. He's nuts, but he was always great. I always had a lot of fun with Vampiro. Um, he listens. He had great suggestions and ideas. And yeah, he's not. You never know what you're gonna get with Vampiro.
Did you choose the name Catrina, or did they choose it?
No, Catrina represented, the culture and in Mexico, the Day of the Dead, the woman with the mask, that is Catrina. So that's why I represented death and then the lick of death. So that was already for me when I showed up.
Did anyone have any issues taking the lick of death, or is it all very professional, just like an acting set there?
Yeah, very professional. Not one person had issues or complaints. A lot of them would mess with me, especially after. No, everybody was super professional about everything.
How was Conan to work with?
Conan was great. I enjoyed working with Conan. And nothing but respectful towards me. And once again, kind of like Vampiro, he had great ideas and he wanted to talk and share them and be collaborative.
You also worked with Ivelisse there, I believe, in her debut match. How was that?
Ivelisse is wonderful. She's one of my favorite people to work. She works very hard. She's very talented. We can be rough and aggressive. You don't have to worry about her complaining about hitting or doing something too hard. She's very tough. She's great.